Good morning, all the dear students. Suraj Group of Educations welcome you all, where every child is special. Today we will complete our topic types of chemical reaction. The last type of chemical reaction we discussed today, and the uses of this type of chemical reaction in our day-to-day life. We can also discuss these points also. Now start our topic. Last type of chemical reactions is oxidation, reduction reactions. Oxidation, reduction reactions. First of all, we can understand the term one by one. What is oxidation and what is reduction? After that, we take an example of this type of reactions. We can understand this type of reaction with the help of an example or an activity. What is oxidation? Oxidation is a process. The process in which the process in which or which involves the process which involves gain of oxygen or loss of hydrogen. Oxidation is a process in which involves gain of oxygen or loss of hydrogen. Either in a reaction oxygen is gained, an element or a compound gain oxygen, or it loses hydrogen. This type of reaction is known as oxidation reaction. Next, reduction. The process which involves loss of oxygen or gain of hydrogen. The reduction is just opposite to the oxidation. In which loss of oxygen or a gain of hydrogen is taking place. That type of process is known as reduction. We can take the example for this. Like we can take a glass tube, Pyrex glass tube, like that. Which is 30 to 40 centimeter in length. 30 to 40 centimeter in length and 2 to 3 centimeter in diameter. 2 to 3 centimeter or 30 to 40 centimeter in length. The glass tube, this is a glass tube. Hold it with the help of clamp stand. This is known as clamp stand. Place a burner over here. Take a spatula and place. We can take the powder of salt of copper powder, which is placed here with the help of a long spatula, handled spatula. This is known as copper. We can write it here. copper powder. Now place cork on the mouth of this test tube. Cork on the mouth of this test tube. Within this, we can place a glass tube, a small glass tube inserted in a cork on both sides. Now, the copper powder is placed in the glass tube. Rubber cork is fitted and small thin glass tube is also fitted with the rubber cork. We can supply air. We can supply air and start a burner to give its heat. After some time, in the presence of oxygen which it taking from the air, the powder copper start heating, and after some time, around 30 minutes, after 30 minutes, the copper which is in starting in reddish brown color, which is of reddish brown color. We can write the reaction here. Copper which is reddish brown in color, solid powder plus oxygen, it react to form copper oxide. It react to form copper oxide, CuO. It reacts to form copper oxide, which is also a solid. When it heated, it converts into copper oxide, copper second oxide, or whose color is black. The reddish brown copper is converted into black color of copper oxide due to the reaction with oxygen, heated in the presence of oxygen. That's why copper converted into copper oxide, which is black in color. Now, this activity can be taken as follows, such as in this copper powder is converted into copper oxide. This copper powder is now converted into copper oxide. Now we supply hydrogen gas in place of air. Hydrogen gas in place of air on this heated copper oxide and start burning it. After some time, this copper oxide breakdowns to give. Now we can take the reaction as this copper oxide, which is solid or black in color, start decomposing to give copper and water in the presence of hydrogen gas. In presence of hydrogen gas, it start burning to give copper plus water, which is solid, or this is liquid. The liquid is outside from this glass tube. The water is evaporated through this glass tube. Sorry, liquid means it is gaseous in state. Now copper oxide is converted to copper. And here copper is converted to copper oxide. This reaction is taking place in presence of hydrogen, and this reaction is taking place in presence of oxygen. Now the black color of copper oxide is converted to again back to reddish brown copper. Black is converted into reddish brown copper. Copper oxide is converted into copper. This reaction is reversible reaction, we can say that. But this takes place in the presence of hydrogen. Now we can understand the concept of oxidation and reduction from these two reactions, such as We can write both the reaction along. Copper in solid state reacts with oxygen to give copper oxide, which is in solid state. Copper is converted to copper oxide. Copper, an element, combines with oxygen. So we can say that gain of oxygen. Gain of oxygen. This is gain of oxygen. Oxygen is added. Gain of oxygen. Or gain of oxygen is known as oxidation, which is known as oxidation. Now, copper oxide is converted into copper. Here copper is combined with oxygen, but there is no oxygen with copper. So we can say that loss of oxygen is known as reduction. Now we can say it for hydrogen and water. Here hydrogen have no oxygen, but on the product side hydrogen is combined with oxygen. So we can say that gain of oxygen, which is known as oxidation. This type of chemical reactions, oxidation and reduction reaction, examiner can ask different type of questions. He can ask which compound is reduced, which compound is oxidized, and which compound is reducing agent and which compound is oxidizing agent. Different type of questions can be asked from this concept. So we can take all the four terms here: oxidation, reduction, oxidizing agent, reducing agent. Now all these factors are taken from the left hand side, on the reactant side of the reaction, Like we can say that who is oxidized in this reaction? Reaction 1, who is oxidized? Hydrogen is oxidized because oxygen is combined with hydrogen. Hydrogen is oxidized. Now we can say which compound is reduced? Copper oxide. Copper oxide is reduced. Now what is which compound is oxidizing agent? Now we discuss the two terms, oxidizing agent and reducing agent. These are two terms which are complicated and easy also. Oxidizing agent are those compounds or substances which help to give oxygen. The compound which give oxygen to the other compound or element, known as oxidizing agent, which help another compound to take oxygen and lose itself, are known as oxidizing agent. The compound which is reduced is known as oxidizing agent. That's why copper oxide is known as oxidizing agent. The compound which is reduced is known as oxidizing agent. Opposite terms, reduction, oxidizing. And the compound which is oxidized is known as reducing agent. Hydrogen is known as reducing agent. Hydrogen. So these are the four terms: oxidation, reduction, oxidizing agent, reducing agent. Reducing agent, the compound which take oxygen from another compound. Take oxygen or gain oxygen from another compound is known as reducing agent. Now we take some examples of oxidation in our day-to-day life. These are such as corrosion, and rancidity. These are two examples of oxidation reaction in our day-to-day life, daily life. Now we take the example of this. Effects of oxidation. Effects of oxidation in our everyday life. In our everyday life. फर्स्ट क्या है इसका? कोरोजन. It is a slowly eating up of metals or elements. The slowly eating up of metals by the attack of metals by the atmospheric gases to form their oxides, sulfides, atmospheric gases to form their oxides, sulfides, hydrides, etc. The slowly eating up of metal by attack of atmospheric gases or moisture to form their oxides, carbides, sulfides, etc. The process is known as corrosion. The most simple example of corrosion in our day-to-day life is rusting of iron. We can take the reaction for this. Iron reacts with atmospheric oxygen and moisture, water. Moisture कौन है? Liquid कौन है? Water, gas, oxygen, iron in a solid state. Any iron article like tawa, iron nail, iron, any other जो भी article iron. It forms ferric oxide and XH2O. X water molecules are attached with rust. Rusting of iron. This is the formula of ferric oxide, which is commonly known as rust. We don't know how many water molecules are attached with this compound. That's why we balance the equation. We placed X here and 2 and 3 by 2. So this reaction is take place in a rusting of iron. These both compounds are taken from air. Atmospheric air, because moisture is present in the air and oxygen gas also is also present in air. So both oxygen and water are taken from the atmospheric air and react with iron article to form ferric oxide, which is known as rust, and XH2O. X water molecules are attached with it. Now the method of prevention of rusting. Methods of preventing rusting. What are the methods which we use to prevent rust? These are by painting, by greasing, by oiling, by galvanization. What is galvanization? The thin coating of zinc on iron articles is known as galvanization. So these are the different methods: by painting, second greasing and oiling, थर्ड galvanization, थर्ड क्या है हमारा galvanization. These are the different methods to prevent rust, corrosion. Last topic of this chapter is rancidity. First is corrosion and second is rancidity. Last is our rancidity. Second type is rancidity. Rancidity is the oxidation of fat or oil. The oxidation of oils or fats in food, in a food, resulting in the oxidation of oils or fats in food, results in bad taste, results in bad taste and smell. Bad taste or smell is known as rancidity. The food item which contains oil or fats, they get oxidized after some time when placed in contact of air. When they are placed in the contact of air, they get oxidized and they gives a foul smell or a bad taste. That's why we cannot eat such type of foods anymore. And how can we prevent our food that does not become oxidized? The method of prevention is the method of prevention of rusting is by adding antioxidants. First, by adding antioxidants, by flushing nitrogen gas, refrigeration, put food item in freeze, items in freeze, and by vacuum packing, remove air from the packets and put by placing the food item in airtight containers and food stuff in refrigerator, they increase the life of food item. And by adding nitrogen gas in place of air, the nitrogen gas maintains the crispiness and prevent the food to get oxidized. Now vacuum packing is another option, and by adding antioxidants. And now we can add oils like pickles. A large amount of oil is added to them, and a little bit of salt is also added at normal above the normal quantity. A small amount of salt is also added. That type of products to prevent to get food oxidized. Now the types of chemical reactions of this chapter completed here. Thank you.